14 scientifically proven benefits of being a cat owner. Having a pet cat is cool and they come with a bundle of advantages. They make the place feel lived in, provide companionship, and really all at pretty low maintenance levels. But has it ever struck you that your feline companion may actually be good for your health? We all know that responsible dog owners get health improvements from exercising their pals, but cats who don't drag us around the block. Well, here are some surprising health benefits of having a cat that are actually scientifically proven and generally don't require you to move around regularly, sometimes in bad weather. Benefit number 1. Having a cat lowers your risk of death from a heart attack by 33%. Perhaps the most impressive scientifically proven fact is that having a pet cat or even having one in the past can reduce death by heart attack by 33%. That is a massive and significant difference to non-cat ownership. Somewhat even more surprising that the sample who had owned a cat previously but not currently had a 50% reduction in death from a heart attack, perhaps indicating that early life experiences with cat ownership have a long-lasting effect. Benefit number 2. Having a cat decreases allergy risk for children. A study conducted in 2002 was one of the first to indicate that cat ownership might be beneficial from an allergy perspective. The study found that in households with more than one cat, children under 1 year of age were 66% less likely to suffer from allergies by the time they were 6 or 7 years of age compared to non-pet families. Allergies tested included cat allergies, pet allergies, dust mite, grass, and other common allergies. Another study on 2018 found such protection from cat ownership were actually dose dependent. So even having one cat made a difference, but having more cats meant more protection. Benefit number 3. Cats improve your mental and emotional state. We probably realize this little benefit without being told. Most of us will realize cats easily bring you into their moment and drag your attention away from everything else, including stressful thoughts and poor moods. But now, science has put some meat on the bones. Especially Indiana University came up with a novel method of testing whether cats improve mood and emotions. A study of 7,000 individuals found that large proportion of them had fewer negative emotions after watching cat videos and felt more energetic and positive, proving that watching cat videos can be good for your health. Benefits number 4. Some cats are lifesavers. You might have heard about dogs who have superpowers, where they can smell a disease or affliction on you before a doctor or blood test can even pick it up. Amazing! So, there you go. Some cats are proven lifesavers, and that is good for your health. Benefit number 5. Cats help with anxiety and reduce stress. We all know that stress is bad for our health. Your blood pressure shoots up, increasing the risk of a heart attack. Your eating habits go to crap, which leads to health problems, and your sleep can be affected. Well, we already saw that cats reduce death from heart attack by 30% in the study mentioned in number 1. We are going to see how cats are also proven to reduce blood pressure and how pet owners reckon they get more sleep. A scientist, Professor Adnan Qureshi, who made the discovery that cat owners suffer fewer fatal heart attacks, offers his opinion that fewer heart attacks were suffered because cats reduce stress and anxiety in their owners, subsequently reducing heart disease and therefore heart attacks. Benefit number 6. Cats lower blood pressure. A study was carried out by the State University of New York, not a big study but interesting nonetheless. They took 48 straight-out stockbrokers who were already being treated for high blood pressure and had a bunch of them to adopt a cat. Sometime later, They went to the brokers' homes and put them under stress by allowing them to count backward from 17 at a speed or arguing out about shoplifting charge, and they measure their blood pressure. What they found was that cat owners' blood pressure rises, but not to the degree of non-cat owners under highly stressful situations. After the trial, the non-cat owners were told the results, and a large proportion went out and became the cat owners. The study organizers could not identify the mechanics behind the effect. Benefit number 7. Cat ownership cut risk of stroke by a third. The previous study that I mentioned, which cut death from a heart attack by 33%, also found that current or previous cat ownership cut fatalities from a stroke by 33% too. The reasons for this result are generally the same as those for the reduction in heart attacks. Cat reduce stress. Petting seems to release stress-relieving hormones that chill you out, lower your blood pressure, and reduce the risk of all sorts of negative events. Benefit number 8. A pet cat can reduce cholesterol levels. Another study took about 6,000 Australians and checked out their lifestyle, which they found to be comparable in terms of smoking, weight, exercise, and etc. They checked their blood pressure and cholesterol and found that pet owners had reduced blood pressure and lower levels of cholesterol and triglycerides in their blood than the non-pet owners. They found that the male respondents who own a pet seems to get the greatest results, but women pet owners also benefited from lower blood pressure and reduced triglyceride levels. Benefit number 9. Heal bones and soft tissue quicker. Owning a cat could heal broken bones and damaged soft tissue quicker than normal. Wow, sounds like an outlandish claim. What this study shows is that exposure to vibration in the 18 to 35 Hz spectrum can help heal bones and tissue. They tested the idea on a 76-year-old patient with impaired ankle motion and ulcerated blood vessels, and managed to improve motion by 16 degrees and 19 degrees in ankles, accompanied by the healing of venous ulcerations in legs after just 10 days of the treatment. Frequency of cat spur vibrations are at 20 to 140 Hz, which include the spectrum successfully tested. This suggests that having a cat may help recovery from injury in humans. It might also give rise to the old veterinary adage, put a cat in a room of broken bones and the bones will heal. Interesting, isn't it? Benefit number 10. Can help you sleep better. Everyone knows that getting a good night's sleep is vital. It improves concentration, promotes healing, reduces stress and inflammation levels, and just make you feel good. Well, here is the thing. Did you know that owning a cat might actually help you sleep better? Here is some interesting evidence. A small study seems to have some significant findings. Basically, 74 pet owners were asked about their sleep habits, how they got on when their pet was in the bedroom. They didn't specify where the pet was in the bedroom. Could have been on the bed or just in the room somewhere. 41% pet owners found their sleep was either undisturbed or higher quality when the pet also slept in the room. The takeaway is that if you are a pet owner who keeps your cat out of the bedroom for hygiene reasons or such, you might find you sleep better if the cat is allowed in the room. If you sleep poorly and don't have a cat, then a cat might help improve your sleep, stress reduction, purrs and all that. Benefit number 11. Can help prevent Alzheimer's. Did you realize your cat might help prevent Alzheimer's in later life? No, did I. But here is the thinking. A study unfortunately found that loneliness seems to be the contributing factor to developing Alzheimer's in later life. However, it is not the only cause. We all know that a cat can provide companionship that can alleviate loneliness, and therefore, you could say that owning a cat might contribute to warding off Alzheimer's. In another study, over 11,000 Japanese people over the age of 65 was questioned on the pet ownership experience. They found that elderly people who were specially cat owners reported high levels of social interaction with neighbors, less social isolation, and more trust in their neighbors. Basically, cat ownership somehow made them more outgoing, felt less lonely, and gave them something to talk about. When you put these two studies together, you could make a good case that cat ownership may help prevent you from developing Alzheimer's in the future. Benefit number 12 can make autistic people more communicative. If you live in a household where one member is autistic, you might be interested to learn that having a pet can make autistic children more socially interactive. Obviously, I think you should go for a pet cat. But studies completed by the University of Missouri have found that autistic children where the household has a pet do better at social interaction than those households that doesn't have a pet. They are not suggesting that the child communicates better with the pet or whilst the pet is in close proximity. They are saying that overall in life, the child does better. And the kicker is that the longer the household has a pet, the better the level of social skills of the autistic individual develops. Isn't it cool? Benefit number 13 reduces dermatitis by 20%. For you, it may be too late, but for your children, this will be helpful. A study was carried out in a Japanese university between 1995 and 2001. 35,552 children were involved in the study. So it was a big study. It was essentially a massive question and answer session regarding pet ownership, passive smoking, and allergies, covering the potential interaction between all three. What the study managed to find and isolate was that children who specially owned or kept a cat had a 20% lower prevalence for suffering from atopic dermatitis, a 29% reduced prevalence for suffering from allergic rhinitis, and 90% lower prevalence for suffering from Japanese cedar pollinosis. All told, the kids with cats seems to do pretty well compared to the kid with no cats. Benefit number 14. You will end up visiting the doctor less often. And for our final proven benefit of cat ownership, a German and Australian longitudinal study found that pet owners visited their doctors less often than the non-pet owners. In fact, the study found they visited the doctor 50% less often than non-pet owners per year. And just to emphasize the point, another American study found that same and actually put a cost saving to the medical visits prevented by pet ownership. So if you want to improve your and your family's health, get a cat or two. The benefits are proven and significant. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and share to help us to grow our channel.